Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Marcy. Thank you for clicking on that thumbnail. Always showing up, showing your girl some love. I have a new release for you all today, and you all know that I love gourmands, and I really wanted to get my hand on this one, or my nose, even though I kind of really did not want another gourmandish lemon fragrance. I know that Akro makes the most amazing fragrances based on addiction, you know, chocolate, coffee. I absolutely love those in their collection. The only one I do have by Akro is coffee, which is called Awake. And it's in my top 3 coffee fragrances for life, okay, so far. But I have a lot of coffee fragrances, so I don't think that I will be, you know, diving or getting my hands or nose on anymore because, you know, I have some of my favorites, so I don't think these could be topped. Anyway, we're going to be talking about Bake today, which is some addictions that people have include a lot of pastries. They decided to focus more on lemon pastry. And I have another new release by the house of Theodoros Kalotinis as well, you know, that we're going to throw in. And then I'll have another 4 of my 5 lemon fragrances, gourmandish leaning lemon fragrances that we'll compare. And I'll tell you all which one I like the most, okay? Anyway, please continue to like, comment, subscribe, turn on those notification bells. You know, follow me over on Instagram, all that good stuff. So let's get into it, y'all. This is Bake. It comes in this box. I actually ordered it from the site. I will link it down below. Hopefully they have it on Lucky Scent by the time I preview this video or release this video. So it comes in a really basic box. And like I said, this is a house that focuses on addictions. They have smoke, they have ink, tattoos, they have Bake, they have Awake, and they have Dark, which is the chocolate. I decided not to get the chocolate one because it was just a little too like muddy, thick chocolate for me, even though I have a ton of chocolate fragrances. So it comes in a case like this, pretty simple, just like this. Mine actually leaked a little bit because there was some rust on it, and then when I spray it, sometimes it leaks from the atomizer. But you know, it feels like it's on tight enough, but I think it's leaking slightly, okay? Anyway, in this fragrance, you have the notes. And like I said, we'll compare them, okay? In this fragrance, you have your whipped cream, you have some lemon zest, you have praline, you have rum, that's supposed to give it some booziness, you have brown sugar and vanilla. Pretty basic notes, right? So you literally get all of that. You get the lemon zest, you get the whipped cream, it's really sugary, you get that brown sugar, you get the whipped cream, but not very much. You get more of the brown sugar and the lemon zest, you know? It almost smells like a brown sugar drizzled with some, or if you squeeze a lemon over some brown sugar. It's really sweet. It's definitely gourmand. It's not even gourmand leaning. So you have to really love gourmand fragrances to love Bake, okay? Because it's literally a gourmand. So you can use it for layering though, if you want to like brighten up a fragrance or whatever, like with some lemon or some sweetness. So when I spray this fragrance, I wore it as my scent of the day yesterday. Yeah, I just got lemon sweetness. I got lemon icing. You know, when I sprayed it, the first thing I thought about was that new Girl Scout cookie called Lemonade, I think it is. They're called lemonades. And there's a little bit of warm spiciness to those cookies as well. Like it's sprinkled with a little bit of cinnamon, and that's what I'm getting with this. Not a really super warm spicy, but just a little bit of a tad bit of cinnamon in this fragrance. So literally I felt like I was rubbing the cookie all over my body, you guys. So if you've ever tried those Girl Scout cookies called Lemonade, then that is what this smells like. The booziness, there's rum in here. I don't get a lot of booziness from this fragrance, and maybe if it sits for a while, I'll get more booziness, but off top, barely, you know, there's something in there that is trying to come out, but it's not a lot of booziness. It probably makes it just a little more rich, maybe like a white rum in here versus like a brown rum or a really rich condensed rum. But overall, this fragrance is literally a gourmand. Now we're going to compare this to a couple of other lemon gourmand fragrances I have. So in front of me, I have Lemon Tart. I have Unknown Pleasures, which you guys know that's my end all be all, my favorite gourmand fragrance of all times. by the House of Kerosene. I have Chiffon by the House of Sillage. I have DULCIS and FUNDO by ROMA. And then I have LIRA, okay? So that is 5 fragrances we will compare them to. So I already have Bake sprayed on this arm here, you know, and the dry down. So literally Bake is, yeah, it smells like a lemon cookie with icing, okay? A fresh lemon cookie with icing. The lemon in here is very fresh. Now, I do have LIRA. Now on this arm, I sprayed LIRA, okay? You all know that in LIRA, there's some different notes. This is a wearable gourmand if you like gourmands, you know, you literally gonna smell like a cookie, okay? Lemon icing cookie. LIRA to me is very, very similar, like 75% the same, y'all. Because when I initially sprayed it, I was like, this is just LIRA. It's just a little less dense and it's a little more fresh. But then it just, Bake gives me more of a lemon scent, you know, a really fresh lemon icing scent. LIRA, on the other hand, is very similar. Out of all the ones today, LIRA is the most similar to Bake. But like I said, Bake is a little less dense and it's a little more fresh. So LIRA, you know, in LIRA, of course, you have the bergamot, the lavender, the blood orange. You have some licorice. You have your lemon, and I think you have some whipped cream. No, you have caramel in LIRA. So in LIRA, you get a little more of that dense creaminess in LIRA, but you also get that blood orange in LIRA, the bergamot in LIRA, and the lavender, which makes it a little more wearable. As in if you don't like smelling like a whole cookie, you know. So LIRA, I would say these two compared to one another, the LIRA is a little more wearable because it's giving you more of a perfume scent because it has that lavender and the bergamot inside as well. So, you know, I'll put them in orders from, you know, most loved to like at the end. So LIRA's nice. LIRA's a little more feminine. This one's definitely unisex because it's literally a gourmand, okay? But LIRA's slightly more feminine, creamy. It's a little more dense than Bake. So let's talk about Lemon Tart. Lemon Tart, not sure. I did a review on Lemon Tart already, so I'm not sure if this will come out before the review, but I did an updated review on the House of Theodoros Kalotinis because this is a new fragrance. So Lemon Tart. Lemon Tart, you have tartine, you have your lemon zest, you have lemon, you have whipped cream in here, you have tart crust, I think it is in here as well. You have butter in this fragrance as well. So Lemon Tart to me, it's completely different out of all the fragrances here today. Yeah, Lemon Tart is different. Like I told you all before, I don't know if tartine is a little more sour or a little more, you know, bitter, but in Lemon Tart, you actually get, you know, to me, I feel like I get lemon Greek yogurt in this fragrance. And I love that. And I love the fact that it's completely different from all of the ones we have here today. So Lemon Tart is actually bringing something different on top of that lemon gourmandish factor. Out of all the lemon fragrances today, this is the freshest. This is less gourmand leaning, but it is still gourmand leaning. This is going to be amazing for the summer. We'll go through all of them and I'll tell you what seasons I would wear them in. But to me, this one is different, you know. Yeah, Lemon Tart's actually amazing, you guys. Get your nose on this. The next one we have is Cream Chiffon by the House of Sillage. Now, I do like this in the dry down. This is the lightest lemon, like as far as like performance-wise, sillage-wise. This is actually giving me, this gives me kind of like a barbershop or like a lemon-based hair product almost, you know? This is giving me like lemon shaving cream in a way. But there's something in this fragrance that is giving you like a cream, but more of a barbershop vibes, you know? So I don't know what it is, but it's not as sweet, you know? I do like it more in the dry down. That barbershop-y, maybe soapy scent kind of like dies down a little bit, and it turns into like a real soft based lemon cream scent. And yeah, that's that, lemon chiffon. Now, DULCIS in FUNDO by Parfum Roma, I think it is, Parfum Roma. DULCIS in FUNDO to me smells more like lemon chiffon cake. It's giving you that fluffy whipped cream, almost like, you know, like a strawberry shortcake. You get the whipped cream, you get the strawberries. The fresh chantilly cream. This is giving me like a fresh lemon chantilly cream, a sponge cake. So that's what this gives me, and I really like it because, you know, it's wearable. It's not too heavy on the lemon. It's perfect for the spring and the summer, but more for, you can wear it all seasons, but this is gourmand leaning. But like I said, this one's giving you more, if you want to smell like a fluffy lemon chantilly cake, then definitely DULCIS in FUNDO by Parfum Roma. You know, tongue twister, y'all. Now, my beloved by the House of Kerosene Unknown Pleasures, y'all. Okay, it's still amazing. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and spray Unknown Pleasures on this hand. It's a beast, but you know, Unknown Pleasures is absolutely amazing, still wearable, because it gives you that lemon, that rich lemon, buttery caramel honey pound cake. But it also gives you that rich Earl Grey tea note. So, like I said, lemon pound cake drizzled in honey and caramel. You know, it's not too sweet, you know. Then you get that Earl Grey tea, which makes it very wearable. You know, a little bit of earthiness, you know, the dryness from the tea, and it's still a beast, and it's absolutely amazing. So, like I said, this one is very sweet, like a straight up gourmand. You know, smells like lemon icing, literally, maybe with a little bit of white rum booziness, a little bit, but not very much. So we're gonna go through which one is I'll go from my least favorite to my most favorite. So of course, chiffon cream is my least favorite. This one, I would say maybe if you have a teenager, or maybe if you just want to wear a scent running around town, around the house. But I think more of the youth would like this fragrance because it's not beast mode. It's very wearable. It's not too sweet. It gives you a little soapy barbershop vibes on top of that, like lemon cream, but very light to me, but non-offensive, you know, but I get, this is a little different. To me, this is the less gourmand leaning out of all of them, okay? So Lemon Chiffon by the House of Sillage, this is the one that I like the least, okay? So I like it, but it's my number 6. So I have 6, right? Yeah. So I would say the next one that I like, unfortunately, let me see, let me spray this. No, I already know that I like this. So I would have to put LIRA as my number 5. LIRA is very nice, but it is, you know, if you don't like lavender or bergamot or citrus too much, or that mix, or the notes of licorice, then, and blood orange, then, you know, then you may want to stay away from this. Slightly gourmand leaning, but it's definitely gourmand leaning. This probably would be my number 5 as far as like the sweetness is concerned. So yeah, LIRA would be number 5 for me. I would have to say, regarding like because we're talking about gourmands, y'all. So the next one would probably be, because it's such a beast, you know, and it's literally, it literally smells, but I like it. You know, it literally smells like a lemon cookie. I'm going to have to put Bake at number 4. Okay, yeah, bake is number 4. So bake is good, but you really have to just like a straight up gourmand. You want to smell like a snack. You want to smell like lemon icing, a lemon cookie. You want to smell like, yeah, lemonade, Girl Scout cookies. Then this one with a little warm spiciness, then definitely try Akro Bake. So Akro Bake is number 4. My next one, my number 3 would be DULCIS and FUNDO. DULCIS and FUNDO is very wearable. It smells more like an airy, fresh, lemony chiffon cake. The lemon in here is not as screechy. And bake, the lemon is really sharp. And you really get a lot of lemon in bake. So I'm going for the more tamed lemon scent. And so that's why I chose DULCIS and FUNDO as more of like an airy lemon chiffon, very wearable fragrance that is slightly gourmand leaning. All right, the next one I'm going to go with, it, which is my number 2, is Lemon Tart, y'all. Lemon Tart is my number 2. There is something in here that is so addicting, you know? It's good. It's really good. And even when I spray this, I literally get like it makes my mouth water, and it gives me, yes, this beat out LIRA, y'all, okay? It is not it's not so much of a gourmand, but it's definitely gourmand leaning. But Lemon Tart almost gives you that bitterness from that Greek yogurt, but slight sweetness as well. But you get the crust from the Lemon Tart. Literally, you get the custard. It's like a custardy, a sweetened lemony custardy yogurt mixed with like a little bit of Greek yogurt. Y'all, I love it. Lemon Tart is unique in its own way, and it's definitely wearable, and it's going to be the most amazing for the summer. Literally, I will probably go through half of this bottle in the summertime, like yum pistachio gelato. This is kind of giving me the same vibes, not smelling the same, but like a citrusy gourmand. The airiness, you know, but it's also bringing a little more character and something different. This is giving me, you know, in the same realm of yum pistachio gelato by Kayali. Completely different, definitely unique, and I love it, y'all. Lemon Tart. And there's tartine in it, and I don't know what that is, but whatever it is, it's good. My number 1 to this day, of course, is Unknown Pleasures. Yes, Unknown Pleasures by the House of Kerosene with that Earl Grey tea note. It's the lemon in here. It's blended very well. Just like Lemon Tart, the blend is very well. It's blended to perfection. Unknown Pleasures is blended to perfection. It's balanced. There's a great balance of everything in this fragrance, you know? You get that lemon pound cake, you get that Earl Grey tea, you get a little bit of that honey and that caramel, and that is why I love Unknown Pleasures. And this is my number 1 still, you know? Lemon Tart is blended very well. DULCIS and FUNDO is blended very well, you know? This one is amazing as well. Akro is really sweet. It's really almost sickly sweet, but it's just spray it light, you guys. But I do really like it. I like it more than I like LIRA, you know? LIRA is really nice as well. Like I said, LIRA and Akro, they're almost just alike. If you threw some lavender, a little bit of lavender and a blood orange in Akro, then it would probably give it a little more density because Akro is smelling a little warm spicy as well. But those two, I would say, are the closest out of all of these fragrances I have here today. So these two are the closest. So if you like LIRA, or if you didn't like LIRA because of the lavender and the licorice, then you might want to try Akro Bake, okay? So yeah, these two are the closest in scent out of all of the ones today. That is it, y'all. You all know that I do have Awake, which is an amazing citrusy coffee fragrance that I absolutely love. Yeah, it smells like a waffle cone. It almost smells like vanilla. Like you have a cup of coffee and you have an ice cream cone, like a soft serve ice cream cone, and you threw it in your cup of coffee with a little bit of lemon zest, you know? Yeah, absolutely amazing. I love Awake more than I love Bake, okay? Also, I wanted to tell you guys, because I use this as my layer today. I have a lot of body butters, but to me, this is my favorite body butter. This is Asa, it's real thick. It's super thick, y'all. But this is Asa Lemon Pound Cake, the best lemon body butter on the planet, okay? And I have a ton of them. But this, y'all, it's thick, it's rich, and it literally smells like Bake, you know? This smells like Bake. This smells like Unknown Pleasure's Kerosene. It's caramelly, it's vanilla, it's rich lemon. It smells like a cake. It smells like excuse me, it's making my mouth water, you guys. Literally smells like a pound cake, you guys. That is it. I wanted to tell you guys about one other fragrance that I have. I did order, I don't think I put it in another review. I did order Sugar Leather and a couple of other ones that I've posted over on Instagram. I like Sugar Leather. I'm definitely getting the leather in this fragrance, as most of you don't get. But it smells like the inside of a clean leather purse, you know, with a little bit of caramel. There's something resinous in here as well, maybe labdanum or something. I'm not sure what the notes are, but something, it smells like sugar, like a brown sugar. It's giving me a little bit of a caramel scent, you know. It's giving me of the inside of a new, like that suede part, the inside of a new leather purse, you know, on top of some vanilla. This fragrance smells like something else that I have in my collection. And I'm roaming through my collection and I'm trying to figure it out. This one also smells like there's a little bit of a date residual in here as well. But maybe it's the leather mixed with the caramel, you know? But yeah, it's smoky, it's a little woody, but I do like this fragrance. I'm so glad that I didn't purchase a full bottle because, like I said, I have something like this in my collection. That smells, when I initially sprayed it, I was like, oh, this smells like something that I have already. And the fragrance, I think, has a little bit of leather in it as well. So anyway, I'm getting its resinous. It's nice, amazing for the fall and the winter. But yeah, it's a very tolerable leather fragrance. And yeah, I really, really like this. And this is Sugar Leather by Une Nuit Nomade. That is all, you guys. Go into the world, spread amazing sillage, do good, be good. And let me know if you are interested in Akro Bake, or if you have any of the other Akro addiction fragrances. Like I said, my favorite is Awake. I smell Night. Night is like a rose oud. It smells sexy. It smells like a nightclub, y'all. It's giving me a little bit of animalicness. I think it's the oud, like sweaty pheromones, almost like it's almost a little sexual in the opening, you guys. So I don't know. I have to read up on what Night is about. I was like, oh, this smells like I've been dancing in a nightclub with, like, well, not me, but with like leather and there's sweat and, you know, there's a little bit of rose or something in the air, but it smells real animalic and sweaty. But it's something that's very addicting or attractive in that fragrance, but it's definitely not for me, you guys. Anyway, go on to the world, spend amazing sillage, do good, be good, all of that, and love you all. Bye-bye.